Welcome to all our tutors. The video you are about to see is a demonstration of an ABE meeting with a tutor and student.
If you can't make it, it's good to call me, but it's also good to call the center because
Okay.
in case, I don't know, my cell phone's not working. It's not a huge deal if I come because I don't live that far away, but it is good if I know that you can't make it. The other point I want to make is that if the weather is bad, you should call the center and see if it's going to be closed. It won't close for rain, but snow or ice, definitely.
Okay.
So you've got to call. Would you mind giving me your cell phone number also, Charlotte? And then I'll call you if I have to cancel.
All right. I don't have a cell phone number, but I'll give you my home number.
Great.
Okay.
That's great. And then that way we'll communicate. Charlotte, before we get started, I'd like to know a little bit about your goals. How far have you gotten in your education? Do you have a GED or a high school diploma?
Right now, I'm reading on about a third grade level, and I would like to get a GED, and I would like to hopefully go to college someday and get a college degree and become a nurse.
Oh, those are great goals, and I think they're doable. You really are going to need to work hard. It's more than 1 year's worth of work, but if you work hard, you will definitely see progress, and you definitely can reach those goals. For the more immediate future, is there anything in particular that you really want to be able to read that you can't read right now? Do you have a child that you read to? Do you try to read the Bible? Are there work-related papers that you need to be able to read?
Well, when I go to church, I would like to be able to read the Bible and Bible study. Right now, I'm not going to church because I'm afraid that they might call on me to read, and my reading skills are very weak.
Oh, that must be really hard for you.
It's very difficult.
Yes.
I also have a child that's home, and I would like to be able to help him with his homework and to do things, academic things with him, but my reading skills prevent me from doing those type of things.
I see. So you speak extremely well. So is there what happened with your schooling? Did you have to leave early? Or?
No, I didn't have to leave school early. I think I just fell behind in school, and once I fell behind with my reading in school, I was embarrassed to ask for help, and the teachers didn't really notice because I wasn't really reading out loud. So
So you just got behind.
I just got behind.
Okay. So it sounds as though we have to be really careful about going at the right pace for you. If I'm ever going too fast, you need to tell me.
I will.
Great. And another very important thing you need to tell me is if you don't understand something that I say. If there's a word I use, or if I just am not clear, you have to let me know.
I will.
Okay, great. This is a list of the 300 words that are most frequently used in the English language. What that means is that if you took a newspaper article and read it, about 2/3 of the words, if you circled them, if you circled the words on this page on the newspaper, about 2/3 of them would be on this list. So once you've learned this list, you're 2/3 of the way there. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you read the list, and when you get to a word that you don't know right away, like that, you have to recognize it right away. I'm going to write it
All
on
of these
an
words
index.
on this list? You want me to read?
Well, we're only going to read until you get to 5 words that you can't say. We're going to put each of those words on an index card,
Okay.
and you're going to study those words every day for the next week, and then we'll go over those 5 words next week, and then we might add a couple more.
All right.
And once you know those 5 words, then we retire that set of words and we get a new set. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let's just get started. And even if you know a word after 10 seconds or so, We're still going to put it on the index card because this is, you should recognize these words right away. That's the point of this exercise, is to know them on site immediately. Okay. So I'm going to put the index card underneath the word and then just say it.
The, of, and,
there's a
and,
dis sound. Yeah, like.
and.
Okay, we're just going to write that down because
Okay.
there's another word, an.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I would like an apple. That's not what this word is. This word is and, meaning I have a brother and a sister, meaning also.
Okay. To, a, n, that, is,
Did you know that word or did you have to think about it?
is.
Yeah.
I knew that one.
Okay.
Okay. Was, he. I don't know that one.
Okay, that word is for. I voted for Barack Obama.
Okay, me
meaning-
too.
So for,
Okay.
it's there's a couple of other ways to spell for. This FOR is a small introductory word.
Okay.
But FOUR is the number 4. So I'm going to put 4 there, and then I'm going to put FOUR under it. So that
For
you
the
know-
number 4?
For the number 4, and I'm going to put the number 4 right next to it.
All
okay?
right. Thank you.
And this is for,
For.
and I'm going to write Barack Obama.
Okay.
Okay? And then you'll know the 2 different 4s. Yeah, nice day, huh?
Very lovely.
Here we go.
It. With.
Good.
As.
Good. Okay, that word is
Is.
his.
His.
Yeah, it's good. You recognize the is part in there. I heard you say is. It has an H sound, a h in front of it. His. My son lost his lunch money. Okay, his meaning something belonging to a male,
All
a
right.
boy. So we're going to put his
His.
down.
H-I-S.
Good. This is the workbook, and when we meet, we're going to spend a bit of time on it. We're going to spend at least half an hour on it. Each time we meet, we're going to do one lesson. There's some homework associated with the lessons, but it's not very difficult. My view on homework is that the people I've seen that have made the most progress are the people that have really tried hard to read on their own, at whatever level they can read. So for instance, if you're not reading sentences, what you could do as you drive or as you walk is try to read street signs, that just have one word, like a stop sign, stop, or speed limit. What some of my students have done, it started basically where you are, that after a while they were able to read some of the newspaper. They were able to read horoscopes a little bit. Dear Abby was a big one. So if you see a newspaper, just pick it up, especially something like an advice
I liked
column.
reading the horoscopes.
Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
really want to learn how to read
Yeah,
too, is the
that'd be fun,
horoscopes. That'd
yeah.
be a lot of fun.
And trying to read headlines and picking out words of headlines.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to do is be really active in trying to learn how to read. Like just take
I do.
it.
The
You
stop
really
signs,
try
the
that?
stop signs I try to read. I try to read menus in cooking. And
recipes?
Recipes.
Great.
And
This was something I meant to tell you. If, for instance, there's a restaurant you like to go to, if you could get a copy of the menu, we could go over the
oh,
different
that would be
words
great
on the
because I
menu.
like to go out.
Well, and I know
and that
some
would be
people
fun.
order the same thing all the time.
I
'cause
did.
they-
I did for a long time.
Yeah.
Hamburgers and French fries.
Yeah. anything like that, any type of like form or menu or something that you would really ease your daily life, just bring it in and we'll work on
Okay.
that. Okay.
Is it okay if I bring my prescriptions in so I can know what medicines I'm taking?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
I mean, if you're willing to share that information, I'm happy to help you with that.
Okay.
Great. All right. So this is the workbook. It's called Laubach Way to Reading. It's the Skill Book 1. And again, here's the title on this is the title page. Laubach Way to Reading, Skill
Okay.
Book 1.
Do you think you'll be able to help me with one other thing?
What's that?
I was thinking about filling an application out for a part-time job.
I certainly can help you with that.
All right, I'll bring that in too.
Yeah. What you have, what we might want to do with an application is really work on you understanding it in case they ask you questions during the interview. You know, if you put in the application and then they come up with, you know, they ask you a specific question about something that you filled out, we want to make sure that you really understand that. So it might take more than one class to fill it out because I want you to really understand it.
All right,
But
that'll
no,
be wonderful.
any sort of anything that would really help you is something that is good for us to work on. That would be
Okay.
great. Okay. Charlotte, we're going to learn 6 letters today. We're going to learn what these letters look like and what they sound like. And we're also going to learn some words that start with those sounds. So let's begin. This is a bird with a long tail. Say bird.
Bird.
This looks like a bird with a long tail. Say bird.
Bird.
This is the word bird. Read bird.
Bird.
Bird begins with the sound b. Say b.
B.
Again.
B.
Again.
B.
Again.
B.
This letter has the sound b, and its name is B. Say B.
B.
Again.
B.
Good. What sound does this letter have?
B.
What's the name of this letter?
B.
Very good. Okay. This is a cup on its side. Say cup.
Cup.
This looks like a cup on its side. Say cup.
Cup.
This is the word cup. Read cup.
Cup.
Cup begins with the sound k. Say k.
K.
Again.
K.
Again.
K.
Again.
K.
The sound for this letter is k. The name for this letter is C. Say C.
C.
Again.
C.
What sound does this letter make?
K.
What sound does this letter make?
P.
What is the name for this letter?
B.
What is the name for this letter?
C.
Very good. This is a dish with a spoon next to it. Say dish.
Dish.
This looks like a dish with a spoon next to it. Say dish.
Dish.
This is the word dish. Read dish.
Dish.
Dish begins with the sound d. Say d.
Duh.
Again.
Duh.
Again.
Duh.
Again.
Duh.
The sound for this letter is d. The name for this letter is D. Say D.
D.
Again.
D.
What is the sound for this letter?
Duh.
For this letter?
K.
For this letter.
Buh.
What is the name of this letter?
B.
The name of this letter?
C.
And the name of this letter.
D.
Good. All right. What we're going to do here is we're simply going to do a writing lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And this shows you the letter. This is the letter B.
Okay.
And then this dot shows you where to start your stroke. So the dot, you're starting up high, then you go down, you go up again, and follow the arrow. Do you see the arrow at the end? So can you do that with your hand? the way that you start up
Okay.
high,
Up
then you go
high.
down,
Down.
right, down, and then you see how it goes up again,
Mm-hmm.
and then around, and closes it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how